What's up, everybody? Crazy Mike here. We're at Comp Edge today.
Doing work.
Yeah, doing work. Usually this time of week, I bring you a pit pass video from the last round, which was LA. Same old Rockstar girls, same old Monster girls at all these events. So to this week, we're doing something a little bit different. In the house, Tommy Weeck. Tommy, what have you been up to?
Just getting back into riding, kind of just training, trying to get ready for East Coast. Hopefully start riding Supercross here pretty quick. Just trying to live the dream.
What's your take on this Supercross season so far?
2012 Supercross season's definitely been a little bit different. They aren't exactly going to the full extent of the gnarly Supercross tracks like they have in the years past. I mean, they're really eliminating whoop sections and more of the technical difficulty sections. There hasn't been one Stewie line yet this year. It's kind of unfortunate, really, because it really doesn't stand the riders out much. There's a lot of packed-in riders, and guys that are privateers normally get set back from there being gnarly sections that the factory bikes work so well in, and there isn't much of that this year, which, I mean, it does make better racing, but it also kind of eliminates a lot of distancing out of the riders. I think Tomac is unbelievably fast. That kind of blows my mind. The kid's speed is unreal. I mean, you always got your Dean Wilsons and Tyler Rattrays that are consistent right there and are always plugging away, but definitely surprised with Tomac this year.
I think part of that probably has to do with Rhino power, right? He's working with Rhino. There we go.
Yeah, Rhino power. Always got to give Rhino some love, definitely. No, Tomac's a bad dude though. He trains his ass off working with old Johnny T, and they got a good program this year. They really work hard, and Rhino's part of that and helping him do whatever he can to just better their program.
With the Moto Concepts team, how are the riders? You know, it's a new team, new riders, everybody's on new bikes. How's that been going so far?
Everybody gets along really good on the Moto Concepts teams. You know, Alessis are up here in the high desert looking at the snow a lot, so we really don't see them too much. But me and Canada, we get together and ride when we can. I mean, like I said, I haven't been riding Supercross yet, so I've kind of just been doing my own thing on the outdoor program, riding when I want. But hopefully get back into it this next week and start riding with those guys again.
Do you think there's a benefit east versus west for the riders? I mean, how do you make that decision?
There's compensation for both. You know, the good thing about West Coast is then you get that 8 or 9 week break in between where you get to do your outdoor preparation, versus East Coast, we kind of do more outdoor preparation before season, and then once it starts East Coast, once we're done, we have like 1 weekend off, and then we go straight into Hangtown. So East Coast is a little bit more packed in, where West Coast, they get a little bit more break in between. But like I said, it's got its good and its bad. And unfortunately, I got hurt, so I didn't get a chance to do West Coast, so that benefits me to do East Coast.
Predictions for the way the 450 class is going to turn out this year?
I hope Chad Reed wins that title. Honestly, I really hope Chad Reed wins that title.
There's
Two Motorsports paying for it for himself. Damn, he has the sickest looking gear every weekend.
There's a lot of new Chad Reed fans out. I know myself, Chad Reed wasn't a favorite rider of mine. I think the last 2 years he's really turned it around with the fans.
He's definitely humbled himself. I mean, you know, it's kind of the same thing of what a lot of the factory riders go through. When you get those factory rides, you're on a high. You really believe you're the king of everything. And you kind of, when you get that cut from you, you really take a step back and realize that there's more to this world than just being a pro motocrosser, and it really humbles you in life. You know, I myself lost my KTM ride, had to do a couple years of being a privateer and actually paying for it. And like I said, it really humbles you, and I think Chad Reed really experienced that in the last couple of years. And like he said, he's got a lot of new fans because of the work ethic that he puts into it now.
Definitely. Now, talking about privateers, both classes are pretty stacked this year. There's a lot of riders that, you know, may have had factory rides before that don't right now. You know, what do you think's going on with that?
Economy. You know, the economy's just not where it used to be. Back in 2008, 2009, the factories had so much money to play around with that they were able to just support so many riders. You'd see teams with 6 riders for 2 different semis per team, you know, and nowadays you see like the Valley team, they got 1 semi and there's like 9 riders under it because they're trying to save the budget for it, you know. There's no money behind it. Everybody's riding for free, and man, it's a cutthroat sport. They all want to kill each other.
What kind of goals or expectations have you set for yourself for this East Coast Supercross?
My goal is, right off the bat, I want to be top 10 in points overall. I want to break top 5s. I mean, man, if I could hit a podium, that'd be unreal. But I want to keep healthy and just keep plugging away and consistently be top 10 rider.
Nice, nice. Well, thanks for your time today. We look forward to seeing you on the track. And thanks for tuning in. Crazy Money, Tommy Weeck, we're out.